Hi, Daffy. Hi, Chrissy. Can you hear me? Because I can't see any. I'm trying to do this from, oh, no, I can see. Okay, here we go. Hello, Lisa. Hi. Be typical. Hi, Respergoo. I'm on a delay again. Hang on. Speeding up again. I don't know why I'm on a delay all the time. Every time I use this Google Hangouts, it drives me crazy. Hi, Amy. I'm just trying to get this. I don't know why this is. I really wish this wouldn't do this. Hi, Two Scooter. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jimmy Legs. Jimmy Legs, did you name yourself after Seinfeld? Rusty Spoons, hello. Hi, Before Justice. Hi, what is it? I don't have my glasses on, so Faya, is that it? Or is it Tay? It's Faya, right? I can see there's an F or a T. My appointment's coming up for my new contacts. Hi, Bella. I better maybe put my glasses on. Hi, Mommy. Did you know that a couple of your new NK vids are not fully, hold on a minute. What do you mean they're not fully intact? No, I'm not aware of that. What do you mean by fully intact? Let me check. Okay, so there's one that I put up. It's 50 minutes and 44 seconds, right? The one on August 17th. Is that one of the, I can't now, of course, I can't see what you're saying when I'm over here. And the other one is 1 hour and 31 minutes. And then the third one is close to 2 hours. And if you mean what happens at the end, that is the way the file is. That's the way their file is. I think their recorder went on a maximum of 2 hours, and that's the way it ends. That's not something that I did. That's the way it came right from the district attorney's office, because it is so long. Let me get back to you here. Okay, so let me know what you mean. Partway through, they go to a weird static. Do you know which ones? They go to a weird static. Okay. Do they resume, K. Jarman? Or they don't resume, you're saying? Hi, Frugal Mommy. Hey, Zoanne, you know, I didn't get to your message. Did you have a diaphragmatic hernia? Is that what happened? I just saw it pop up on my notifications. I didn't get to the message. But from what you put in there, it sounded like it. You believe it was at 54 minutes static to the end. But I think that is the end. It's probably just something, I'll go back to the master file, but I guarantee you it's just something with the way they end things. Sometimes they go on, and like the one that's really long at the end, she has something she's saying and it just loops and it goes on and on and on. And that's exactly the way the file comes from the district attorney's office. So I'll check those other ones, but I think that's just the way the file is. Because I didn't alter the files at all. I just, it's just a glitch. Yeah, that's exactly the way it is. They're leaving on my channel, Didi? Victim bashing trolls are leaving them on my channel? Let me take a look at that. Okay. On the last one, the one, okay, the one that's from 8/21, I'm supposing that you're saying? Let me see. There's 224 comments on it. Let me check it out. Do you know who? I don't see any so far. Let me see here. I'm looking. I don't see any on the last one. Is that the one you mean? I mean, I'm looking. Who told me? Yes, from a few hours ago. Can you take a look, Dee Dee, and tell me who they are? Because I don't see any. Do you think they are close to an arrest? I have no idea, Jean. I don't know. Jen Masson? Jean Masson. Let me see. Oh gosh, I just see Jean Masson right here. Let me see. Oh, I think I responded to this person. I did respond to this person in another one. It said, this is one that says, Cindy Forrester. I would leave you the link, but it's against YouTube rules to leave them. It was on CBS News Friday. The detective said the case is closed. The detective said Chris is a 33-year-old man with an IQ of 135 and murdered his family all on his own. Case closed. And I responded to her in another one. I said, he said that that Chris's case is closed, but it wasn't on this one. It was on another. Okay, and then, but she's leaving comments. I don't see any against Shanann. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, shenanigans underestimated everyone, especially Chris. Okay. Oh, here, now I see them. Okay. Wow. Okay, this woman is getting blocked. Hang on. Yeah, you could tell this is a profile that was just created to leave hateful stuff. User is blocked. Bye-bye, Jean. See you later. Well, I'm just deleting her comments. Bye, Jean. See you later, Jean. Go somewhere else. I think I got them. All right, I think I got them all. And she's blocked. She won't be able to leave any more stuff. Okay. They'll make another, the trolls will make another, whatchamacallit? Announcement profile. Am I late? No, we were just taking care of some video issues. Hello, everyone. When did this start? It just started. We didn't even start. Hi, Casbot. Taking out the trash. Oh my gosh. You're finally catching me live, Sammy? Okay, I have a little bone to pick with someone that told me that that baby was found. The baby wasn't found, right? So what happened? Was there, I need to be brought up to speed on that baby case. Who would like to do that? Because I'm not getting it. Who's the one that is going out and he went out with the baby and then he told them that he left the baby at all these places and they're running around looking for the baby? Thanks, no time for blogging, Jean. No problem. We take the trash out here. Try to before it overflows. If you see trash, tell me. I'll take it out. Good morning, Pam. It's too bad that you can't block by IP. Yeah. What is it? What kind of goals do you have? Toast goals? Oh, total goals. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yvonne. So, baby Amaya, right. So who would like to fill me in on this? Because somebody told me, oh, wasn't it Boston Bleach Teeth? She told me on, when was it? Whatever day she was on, that they found the baby in the backyard. Was that all a lie, or what happened? What is my opinion on the possible red truck? I have no idea what the red truck accomplished, Diane. I'm talking about baby. I want to talk about baby Amaya right now. Tell me what's going on. Somebody that knows, please. I know is it Charlene you've been sending me links on it, and I appreciate that. But I went to look at one of the links, and I was like, okay, I looked at it, and I couldn't. It was like going over my head because I don't know. And let me just tell you something. I appreciate the emails, but I'm behind on emails. So know that when you email me, I may not be able to get back to you for a while. But I have ADD, and you're better off sending me short emails, just short emails about one or two things at the most. Because I have this thing when I open an email and I don't have a lot of time and I see like a book, I get like freaked out. I can't even begin to process it. So I always tell everybody, you're better off sending me little things, even if you're sending me multiple emails, just break them down. Because this one person, I was kind of finally got it because she said, you only answer the top, what I say in the top paragraph. And I'm like, that's all I can concentrate on right now. So yeah, when I get like books, it's just, I go, oh my gosh, if you send me just a little bit, I can do it. Hi, Jessica. They are looking for the ex-boyfriend of the mother. Okay, but they didn't find the baby. Was there something that they thought the baby was in someone's backyard? That's what I'm lost. I don't know. See, whenever we had Boston on the first time, when she was Rose Frey or whatever she was, she had said, oh, they have an update. The baby was found in the backyard. Was there any confusion about that? What happened? Hi, Dana, Red Wolf from Boston. Oh, are you not feeling well, Spider? Bad ankles or something? Hope they get better, honey. The Amaya, the one that's missing, who's 9 months old. Yeah, I know that's what they suspect, but it's in where is it? Indianapolis or Illinois? Where is it? It's in Illinois or Indiana? It's in Illinois, right? Yeah, I couldn't really figure it out either, so I'm just hoping someone could clue me in. Yeah, I don't know. That's really weird because someone said that the other night. That's the reason I'm asking. And then when somebody was sent me links, I think it was Charlene, I was like, wait a minute, what? I thought the baby was found. You're in Ohio and you haven't heard of this. I think she went missing what, March 19th, March 20th, but it actually had been occurring since March 8th or something, right? Is that what's going on? It's very hard to follow this timeline. This is new, a baby is missing. Okay, I'm glad not only I am just, the only thing I heard about this backyard is the ex-boyfriend was getting hold on a minute, I have a glare on my screen, was getting a trash bag from the backyard and throwing it away. But is this the boyfriend that's actually, they say he's like gaslighting the mother, and the detective's saying this baby is in all different places? Hi, Marlene. It's sad. There are so many kids are missing. I was wondering which one. Yeah, it's that, I guess the mother, Jessica, she's given some really strange, interviews. Is that what's, is this the mother that's really young and is acting totally inappropriate? You feel like crap with pain, the pain meds make, oh yeah, I can't take pain meds either. They make me sick to my stomach. Thought she was at a motel with an ex-boyfriend. A motel, like, is that because they're homeless or something? What's going on with the motel? Yes, they were living in a car. They were living in a car in the backyard of someone's house with their baby. Oh my goodness. Ida, I just got on not too long ago, just moments ago. I don't know why I don't know what, I don't know why so many people aren't getting notifications. Mother and baby were living in a car. Oh my gosh. Okay. And the mother is how old is the mother? No, she went on a date with her ex-boyfriend, not Amelia's. Okay, so she went on a date with her ex-boyfriend, but is, from what I read from whoever sent me the link, what is it? Amaya Robertson, right? It doesn't sound like it, Daphne, because I think the baby's been missing since March 8th, even though it was reported on the 19th or the 20th. That's what I'm understanding? By the way, mommy, change the photo you have. Oh, Jessica, I can't do anything with that. That, when you do Google Hangouts, you can't change anything until the end. Google Hangouts keeps changing it. It's not like when you go on YouTube and you can take a thumbnail. I can't do it. I have no control over it until it's over. I think actually, Jessica, I think it changes through the broadcast. It's very odd. I don't know why they do that on the Hangouts when you go live. I have no idea. They do not give you the chance to take a photo. My picture is real life? Okay. Ask, and oh, Tico has arrived. Tico, you know anything about the missing baby? You love listening to me? Thanks. I just want to find out about this case, because it sounds like another Casey Anthony. I just don't know why these girls, I don't know. I don't know why the girls just don't give the baby up for adoption. If they have no interest in taking care of the baby and they want to party and everything else, I don't know. I don't get that. That's like another thing I don't get. Like, there was that, I don't know, a long time ago, but this cheerleader or something, her very affluent family, mother never knew she was pregnant. And then she just stayed home from school one day, delivered a full-term infant at home by herself, and then she strangled the baby to death. I never got that. I never understood that. How could you give birth and then just strangle it? And then she hid it like in a plastic bag in the basement somewhere. And her parents claimed they never knew she was pregnant. And I don't even get that. Once she went through all of that and had the baby was full term, and then she kills it. It's beyond me. And there's so many that do that, even though they know they can bring them to all these places and they'll take them, and how So I don't know, but so many women can't have kids. And the sad thing is, even sadder, there are people that can't even adopt that would, I'm not condoning anything like this. I'm just saying that would buy that baby, literally do that and give it a great life, whatever. And some of these girls are hard up on whatever, and they'll kill it rather than even do that. And not that I'm saying I condone that, but I think the baby would be in a much better place. You went to school with a girl, went to the hospital for appendicitis and had a baby. She was also a cheerleader, never looked pregnant. This case that I'm talking about, it was on 48 hours or Dateline. And the girl was I don't think she was remorseful at all. I'm trying to remember the case. And, she just wanted to start her life over, and they had her on trial for, homicide. And they were trying to say, I think she ended up trying to say that the baby died or something, but it wasn't. It was shown the baby was born alive, and it was missing baby is now classified as homicide investigation. No body recovered yet. Yeah, right, Jessica? You remember that one? Yeah, that's about when it was. It's like they're soulless. I just don't understand. Once you've gone through all of that and you give birth and the baby's there, and then you just kill the baby. That kind of thing is so sad. Remember that girl that hid the baby in the bathroom? There's a lot of there's a lot of people that give birth and leave the baby in a toilet. I mean, I've heard of cases like that, or they have them in the bathroom, they leave them in a dumpster outside. If you're going to leave the baby in a dumpster, why not leave it at the fire department? I don't get these people. With the tree, Marlene, thanks. I just read it's now a homicide. They should know that you can take that to any fire department. But I even said, I remember when I was working at this place, and one of the guys that was, he was working like in shipping or something. I don't know. He was telling me something about these girls and they had their babies. And I just said to him, would those girls ever consider giving those babies up to someone and he said, oh my gosh, they'd give that baby up for $1,000. Because he was telling, they were girls kind of like how this one must have been, right? Really didn't want to be bothered with the child and whatnot. And they're hard up for cash, which, like I said, I don't condone that, but the child would be in a much better place. But they don't even think that much. They just kill it instead. It's crazy. Or the girl that had a baby in the bathroom during the prom. What happened to Pamela? Oh, I'm sorry, Pamela. Hopefully, at least. Be careful, Ida. What's with Ida? I miss all the chat. Just had to beg my husband to get up and check. 3 scary noises? Oh, really? And he won't go look. Oh, no. Be careful, Ida. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know, Kimberly. I don't know how, we're discussing on we were discussing the baby Amaya. Do you know anything about baby Amaya? The missing baby that's now considered a homicide? Could we get rid of Molly, please? Bye, Molly. I don't know. Wasn't Christina here? Do we have any mods here? I thought I saw it. Oh. Okay. All right. So I'll get rid of her. Hold on. Where'd she go now? How come I can't? Did she leave on her own? She's gone, I think, right? How did Molly get the heck out of here? Somebody must be here and got her out. I saw a wrench too, Kay German, right? I guess our wrench got her. I don't know. I'm seeing things. Is it recent? Yes, it's happening right now, Northie. It's in where is it? Indiana or Indiana or Illinois? Indianapolis. Is this the subject? No, it's just one of the things we're talking about. I'm giving away 2 puppies in the morning. Oh, you're giving away 2 puppies in the morning? Oh, what kind of puppies, Kimberly? It's crime talk. We're talking about all kinds of crimes. Right now we're talking, seeing if anybody knew anything about the baby Amaya that's missing. You got pregnant with your first child when you were 16. The dad was 25, having an abortion. Even mentioned made me lash out. I love that baby from the moment I was aware that he existed. It's good, right? So many yeah, it's very confusing. I tried to, that's why I'm asking for a little help here, because I haven't been following on. Oh, there's Ahmad, Ocean Girl. Hello. Yes, people who cause trouble for no reason. But my current dog would be so jealous. Moody's Girl says. Baby Amaya, they found some of her toys by a river. That's what I saw. They found, and divers were there, but they found nothing, right? As of yesterday, they named the boyfriend. But the boyfriend is not the baby's father, right? Ocean Girl, nobody got a notice. I don't know what's going on. I don't know this case. It sounds bad. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. The baby's 9 months old, and yeah, I don't think, I wonder if it's something with starting it as an event. I have no idea. The Chihuahua and Jack Russell mix. Oh, Indianapolis. And she was living in a car with the baby for an extended period of time, or this is a new situation? But they had a babysitter. That's what I don't understand. The father left it with a babysitter, right? Or the father or the boyfriend. I'm so confused on this case. I really need like the Cliff Notes. You got the notice. Okay, Neo, we're not even talking about that. I don't understand what's going on tonight. Right, Mommy, the boyfriend is not the baby's dad. His picture looked like maybe on drugs. I've not been around drugs, but I have seen faces that look messed up on drugs. Oh yeah. So he looks like that, and that's the boyfriend. But why is the boyfriend taking the baby to a babysitter? And how can they afford a babysitter if they're living in a car? I'm not understanding this. I have no idea, Jessica. This is the craziest thing. Amber gave she had remnants of a black eye and a possible bruise on her neck. So to me, she looks like she has been abused. You got notified, Marlene? Good. I have no idea, Kimberly. I don't know. We are talking. No, we're not talking about them right now. No. Okay. And somebody else sent me something that she thought that the Watts house was for sale. She said she Googled the address and it came up in realtor.com. Hi, Sassy Darcy. We were just talking about baby Amaya, and now we're talking about I'm back. A deer was on my porch. Oh, tapping his head? Really? And you're in New Jersey, right? He was tapping his head on your glass door. That's brazen. I have the deer around, but they're not. I mean, they come pretty close, but I've never had them tapping. I have the squirrels that'll tap. Yeah, that we know. That's for July. And nobody's seen Cowgirl, right? No one's seen Cowgirl yet. Hi, Trish from New York City. Hopefully, it doesn't have that zombie disease. Who? The deer, Northie, or who are we talking about? He's hungry. Let him in for a snack. You know what, Feisty Taco? I bet that baby would have been a lot better off if she sold that baby. Seriously. Because that baby, they're saying it's a homicide now. But that goes, if she sold that to some couple that couldn't adopt or whatever, you know what I mean? That baby would be still alive and be living, I'm sure, a much better life than she did that, as sick as it sounds. You haven't heard about that case. How long has the baby been missing? I think she's been reported missing since the 19th, but according to the report, she's actually been missing since like the 8th. The deer, the zombie disease, really? I have not heard about that, and I live on the border. I didn't hear about that. What do you mean the zombie disease? Is it what? Tell me more about the zombie disease. Yeah, I don't know, Casper. I don't know if it could just be that. We'll have to look back in that chat. I know she was going on that big road trip from. She's in Canada all the way down to Las Vegas, wasn't she? So how long does that take? And she has horses, and she has to stop. I think the sale was delayed. No, that's not why it was delayed, Jeannie. It was delayed months ago. I feed them not near that. So wasting syndrome. Now, is it only spread to other deer, or does it go to other animals? Yeah, Jessica, I believe wasn't she going, who knows, wasn't she going to Vegas? Wasn't she driving all the way to Las Vegas? A week after 8-month-old baby was reported missing in Indianapolis, her mother's boyfriend was named as a suspect in a newly homicide. Yeah. Zombie disease with the deer. Heard that too. Okay, I haven't heard that. Zombie disease. Okay, I'll have to look that up. Bye, Neil. Have fun. Go troll somebody else. Go back to the channel that sent you. it's a lot sadder that you guys have to do this. Bye-bye. Okay, so deer only at the moment. Okay. I thought we only had to worry about the Lyme disease. Now there's a zombie disease for the deer. Okay. Hello, Cindy. I don't live in PA. You're in Washington? Okay. No, she was going to pass through Colorado, but she was on the way to Vegas. I'm sure of it. Because remember we were talking about how long a trip would take, and she said something like, I only stop by law because I have to with the horses. She's going to some, maybe it's a horse show or something. What, Jessica, is there a big horse show in Vegas right now? Thank you, Sammy. There's recalled avocados? Okay. Get chlamydia, and that turns the deer into zombies, yeah. You're in Massachusetts, okay. Anyone know where I can hear lie he told teacher about China? Yeah, it's right in, go in my videos. It's the one with the new confession. I think it's part one or part two. You'll see him. It's the ones that he has that green, whatever the heck it is, prison garb. Chronic wasting disease is contagious neurological disease affecting deer, elk, and moose. It causes a characteristic spongy degeneration of the brain. That sounds lovely, Taylor. Do you want to see a zombie? That's okay. I'm good without looking that up. We'll be talking. You listen to that painful one-e? Yeah, I found 2 more texts in there so far. I mean, I didn't have a lot of time to go through a lot of things, but there were 2 more texts relating where it ended with Charlotte. She just said, let me see what they said. I'll tell you what they said. Hold on, I'm navigating away for a minute. How did they go? Making texts. I'm just looking for my folder here in the 30,000 folders. So hang on, and I did label it. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm just. Oh, you can see me. I keep thinking I'm on the screen share because I can't see you guys at all. So that's why I'm telling you that I'm still here. That's really ridiculous. Okay. Okay. You just see me like looking into space. Oh, 2 more texts. Here they are. Okay. Okay. So after that Charlotte thing, then remember Kevin Kovac said someone else is going to reach out to her, hopefully tomorrow. And then Nikki says she doesn't have class till 2 today. So she is home and likely solo at this time. And he says, okay. And then she texts him back about 2 hours later and says, Any success? I don't know who to contact about this in your department. I don't need to know what she says. I just want to know when you have reached her so I can try to sort things out, end our friendship. If possible, thank you for the help. Okay, so it sounds like Nikki and Charlotte have had a little falling out, and that's interesting, right? Didn't I tell you guys that? Somebody should try to talk to Charlotte. And then the next one, let me see here. P says, I'm not sure. I think they will try her today or tomorrow. Now he's getting very, short with her, and then he just says, okay. But again, there are files missing in between these, and then this was an entire file for 2 text messages, which they probably had to take a bunch out and not release them. So that's all I have for you on that. Now I'll come back. Where am I? Okay, here I am. Now I can't see the chat. But at least I have to keep this stupid. Oh, I know what I could do. Never mind. I'm going to try to do this. Hold on. I think I can make this like that. And then I just have to bring you guys up in the next screen and keep the chat on the side. Okay. Let's see, then my chat goes away. Here we go. Oh boy, we solved this. This is great enough. So what happened? She wanted Charlotte to lie, and she probably wouldn't. Yeah, probably. I thought the detective telling NK that she looked fit was weird too. I get weird vibes after reading the text between NK and the detective, like they were almost too chummy. Anyone else? I don't know. He looked a lot old. I mean, it's hard to see his face or any of their faces very clearly in those interrogations, but he looked, I mean, he was balding in the back, so I think he was a lot older, so he was probably married. Not that I'm saying that'll stop anything, but he sounds like, I don't think something would develop. No, it's kind of just a Sunday crime chat. Any topic will do. We can chat about the recent events, like the baby Amaya or whatever. Okay, so Jim went camping with. Where did you hear that, Crystal? That Jim went camping with them? That's not at all what I heard. And some people are saying that, but I don't know where they're getting this. Where are you guys getting that? He was in pictures. Ida, where are the pictures that he was in? Because when they were camping, her and Chris were alone in a little tent. But where is this? I have to see this, where it says Jim went camping with them. Why did NK have 2 phones? What do you mean she had 2 phones? Hi, cat in a hat. I was looking at the Jeffrey McDonald case, sort of similar to the Chris Watts case. Yeah. The detective talked to Jim. I bet NK was nuts over that. Who knows? It could just be something we haven't, found out about yet. I'm sure they have. At this point, I really think they have. I watched a video last night about police search at the Watts house. Oh, I have another one going up there that I found it. Remember the other night when I got all discombobulated and I couldn't find the one where Nate was taken on the side of the car? I found that. I found another one where they're taking the bedding off Cece's bed. So I put those police cams all together. They're in one video. And let me see, it was just processing when it's processed. So I'll be uploading that. Maybe I'll just like put it on right after we get off and let it upload to YouTube. But there's going to be another, I'm going to release that police cam. And the second part of it is when they catch the defense team in the house. And then that's when they talk to Nate on the side of the car, on the side of the truck. The cops mentioned the picture of Jim camping, but she didn't say that was Jim. Yeah, but I don't know if that what you, I mean, they all fit in that little tent. No, that they were, I thought that was a romantic time for the two of them. Why would they have, I don't see them taking Jim on that. You called, how did Nick Crow get on? You called yourself a troll. You said, I'm a troll, but you all don't even know what you're talking about, LOL. What color was Leave Jim Alone's car? I have no idea what he was driving. Yeah, but I think I remember something about some backpack guy being in her phone, but it wasn't necessarily the time she went with Chris. I think that's what you might be thinking of, that he saw there was a picture of a guy, but we don't know when that is. Apparently she went hiking into these sand dunes all the time, right? She said it was just her and CW, but the cop did ask about a picture of a chubby guy, and then he said it was Jim. Yeah, I don't think he went camping with them. I think she wanted that romantic time. The FBI, they might have T. Harrison. We don't know, right? We don't know. There's a lot of stuff missing. We don't know what happened in between there. Yeah, I'm sure they removed a lot of things. They don't want people contacting them or knowing where they work, or if they have to get a new job. They don't want anybody they don't want that information out there anymore. It's there, Kind Colorado. There's more than one. There's actually 3 videos on that. If you go to either one of the lives from last night, I think the first one at 13:20, I read the text. Then the next one, I also read the text in the next live. And then there's a video after that where, believe it or not, people didn't understand that you could hit your pause button. And they thought they had to read as fast as the text went by. But just hit your pause button and you can read them yourself. And if you don't like the music, you could just lower the volume. It's simple. But there's 3 different videos about the text. And I just read to you 2 more that I found. So if you missed those, you could come back in here and hear the 2 new ones. Why can't I find them? Kind, you're not blocked. You couldn't be in here. If you were blocked, you wouldn't even be able to show up in here. You're not blocked at all. Do you know how to go to my channel page and then click on videos? When you click on videos, it will bring you up all my videos in from the time they were uploaded. So if you click on my channel, go to videos, you'll see all my videos. It's probably taken many guys into the sandals. When Nikki was talking to Hazel, Hazel said, let's see if we can get you out of your lease so you don't have to carry 2 leases. That was confusing. Well, because she knew she was going to move somewhere else because her address was going to be out there. So I think that's what she wanted to help her with. Oh, I don't think it was Wendy. You were not alone. I didn't even see yours, so it wasn't you. There were a lot of people saying that, like, "Oh my gosh, could you have made this any faster? I can't read that fast." Hazel Heckles, I know. That's some name. Hi, Mommy. Can you go back to the video of the search with the blanket in the trash? At 3207, CW had a panic attack when Baumhauer asked about the jeans. He asked him about the jeans. I can bring the video up. The thing is, okay, here's my thing. If I bring a video up and we play the video, if I don't have my sound on, you won't hear the video. Everybody understands this, right? Because somebody yesterday told me to shut the video down, shut the volume down on the video. And I don't know why, and it's very possible it was a troll that said that, but if I play the video, you have to hear it through my mic. Because it's not playing on your end. You're watching it because I'm screen sharing with you. I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Don't start with who? Who are we not starting with, Ann? Oh, okay. All right. I just want to make sure because I just. All right. So what now? Which one did you say it was? It's the one with the pink blanket on the thumbnail. Is that the one we're looking at? And you said 32. What did you say? 3207. All right. Hold on now. I can see you now because I actually did split my screen. So let me go over here. And though I'm not, I'm going to have to make my screen bigger for you guys. So I'm going to move the chat over here. Hold on. I'm going to move that there. And let's see. Okay. Do I want to do, no, hold on a second. Oh, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. All right, hold on. I have to open up the video before I can screen it. I mean, before I can talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Somebody's husband emailed me because his wife said that I need help, and I appreciate that. But I haven't been able to check my email after I sent something through to him. So whoever sent their husband to help me out, thanks. And I'll check my email in a little bit. Now let me see here. There's the one to hang out. I just need to open another window. Hang on. Okay. I'm getting there. I'm just going to get the video up. Okay, pink blanket. Here we go. All right. Now, this stupid window down. That all. Okay. Application window. There we go. Now I think I have it. Okay. So, share. All right. Now you said, and now you have that. I just want to, where's my chat though? Hold on. Move this over. Now I've got the chat. Okay, good. Okay, so now I can see you chat. I'm just going to put your chat up there. Now I'm going to go to 3210 because I don't have my volume on. I know that. Okay.
Yeah, that's the stuff I'll get. Okay, well,
Okay. Can I make it full screen? Yeah, but then I can't see your chat.
yeah,
But
I'm gonna try to run.
That's what she wanted us to see. I'm not exactly sure why that, what,
Yeah, that's the stuff I'll get. Okay, well,
okay. All right. Who, am I missing this? Hold on a second. I have to come back to you guys. All right, there. Can I shout out your cousin? Can I shout out my cousin Nick Gertz? Please. Okay. Hi, Nick Gertz. What do you think? I was trying to see if this is a troll, and that's supposed to be like some name that I'm like, I'm not getting that if it is. Okay. What do you think CW, thank you, Ashlyn, will do for next for attention? I have no idea. You did hear that video just now. Okay. I'm a celebrity? Why? Why am I a celebrity, Shady Lady? It's news to me. I thought she was over-explaining there, which to me, he is trying, oh, that he's over-explaining the genes? But we couldn't see the genes, right? Like they didn't pan down because Baumhauer doesn't have a camera on. So what's the thinking with the genes? Let me know here. What do you think they were genes that he had on at some time? What's the genes about? Let me know. He definitely, I saw him glancing over there and had a funny look on his face. He almost passed out, but why? But why do you think that happened? The genes are significant for some reason. You know what? It's weird when you're watching. No, it's actually the opposite. Okay. If you watch a show like Handmaid's Tale, does anybody watch The Handmaid's Tale? Anybody watch that? Anyone? I'm trying. You do? Okay. If you watch a show like that, and I don't know, because my daughter and I watch it, but if you ever go to Reddit, have you ever gone to Reddit and read the messages about The Handmaid's Tale? Okay, but have any of you been to Reddit and read the message boards over there about The Handmaid's Tale? No. Okay. You don't know what Reddit is? Oh my goodness, there's a whole world awaiting for you, Rise. You have been to Reddit. Well, I don't know how you feel. Like, they take a TV show and they give it such life. Thank you, Personal Paranormal. Hey, sorry for my comment on Watts yesterday. Get voice meter banana, and you can get. I have OBS Studio. I'm just trying to figure out how to set it up. My husband is looking at it too. I have it installed and I've opened it up. I just can't see how I get everything. I have to go through, I guess, some type of a tutorial, but thank you. No interviews, remind me of, okay, Reddit. Okay, here's the thing. My daughter and I are talking about this. We both like it, but there are people there that you talk about how some people could consider people like us really obsessed about the Watts case, right? And rightfully so, but whatever. There are people equally as obsessed over the TV series, but it's not just that they're discussing the TV series. They talk about it like they'll say Sabrina, and they'll start talking about things, I think her parents did this, and I really extrapolating to things we haven't even seen on the show. And I think there's a line where they think that the characters are real and they're going into things that have never come out on the show. I thought so prior, Randy, but anyway, it's crazy. Does anybody ever see when people do that? They over speculate, right, Jane? And they'll do it even in things like This Is Us. If you watch This Is Us, they get so into these characters and then they give them this life and they just, well, I think so-and-so must have been raised, and I think when she went to the 3rd grade, and I'm like, where have you even seen it? You kind of like, but it's so crazy, and I just can't get into it because sometimes I know, yeah, you can dive really deep into something you're reading, but it doesn't mean that everybody that writes even with a book, right, right, Miss Kitty, it is, because there's people there that will take it to levels that you can't even comprehend, or maybe you can. I don't, I'm just, it's the same thing with Harry Potter fans, okay. And I'm just thinking, like, if I put myself in the same position, I say, what if I wrote a book and then it had these characters and then people got, and I didn't really have these complex things with these characters, but then these people gave them maybe you're not following me because I'm probably crazy, but I don't know. I just sometimes I think maybe the author didn't even think of that, or, but it goes. It's not seen or read, not factual. You love Harry Potter, but it's just, where was I even going with that? Oh, the genes. Then I think to myself, some of the stuff that we follow here, it's almost like this is real life, what we're seeing right now. But sometimes, like the way that one or two of you just said that, oh, the genes are significant in some way, or did you see the way he looked? I almost felt like it was a movie, or that we were trying to say, well, what was the director doing there? Did you see the way he looked? Does anybody feel like that sometimes? That's exactly what it reminded me of. And we're like, well, we'll find out in the next episode what the significance of the genes were. But this is, real. I don't know. It sounds crazy. My mind goes like this. I have a crazy mind. You understand what I'm saying, Lisa? Okay, good. Yeah, I wish it was a movie, right? Maybe something in the suitcase. Why would his jeans be lying on her suitcase? Maybe something in the pockets. You're middle-aged and this is cool as heck. Okay. Does anybody want to see anything else while we're in the screen share mode? I told my husband this is a real-life mystery and tragedy. What do you want to watch all over again? I missed that. What are you watching? Don't you feel like this case is the same way? So much footage and facts and so much public info, and then we have the speculation. Yeah, but Carla, with it being real life, I feel like Yes, because these people all have real lives. They had parents. And so it's really not that we're dreaming up families for these characters that we're seeing on the screen that we've never seen, parents for. That's what I'm saying. Good day, Rebecca. So I'm just wondering about that because we're kind of putting people out there. Nothing, and Rick, nothing is happening in the Kelsey Barrett case until he goes back to court. We're not going to see anything happen. Anyone recall how the Kaylee and Casey Anthony? Yeah, and so did the Jodi Arias, and so did O.J. Simpson, and yeah, so many of them. This is really the first case that we watch the cops and the people involved lives in basically real time. Yeah, it's the first case, Deanna, that we've had so much information. Plus, and then Shanann had so much out there prior to that, and it's just crazy. Yeah, Frazee, oh boy. I think we're trying to figure out what the heck happened. No, he hasn't been completely truthful in anything. Yeah, it looks like it maybe maybe that's why birds of a feather, right? We all have the same crazy brain. But no, sometimes I get myself in those things of my mind and I'm like, does anybody else think like this? Why do I think like this? Because sometimes I work myself up into I don't know, I have to understand everything. How is it? I could go crazy thinking of things at night and it's like, shut off. Okay. Weird, a pair of his jeans next to her suitcase near the stairs. Yeah, Tessa. What gets me, people talking bad about Shanann. Oh my gosh, have you seen that reboot of the Plunders channel? I have to tell you that. Hold on, I'll go back to the let me go back to the let me stop sharing this. So you don't have to sit there and look at it. Let me know. I can talk to you. I was looking last night because somebody said something about plunder, right? And they had a video up there and it said, is this abuse? It said, is this, why am I, gosh, this lighting is terrible. I look shiny. They said, is this abuse? And they put on some clips from Shanann. And this has my brain really going because I don't see anything wrong. Not one thing wrong with the way she acts. In fact, as I've told you before, if they think that's bad or that she deserved to die because of that, then they must think my husband is teetering, behind me with a big knife all the time or something, right? I mean, they must. I don't even understand how they act because then I say, well, let me think about my girlfriends and stuff. They all act the same way. There's always that friendly banter back and forth. There's always, yeah, oh, can you believe it? He went to this. And then they say the same thing back. Where is that abuse? And then, oh my gosh, she was squirting Bella with the thing. I sprayed my daughter with silly string once when she was 4. She thought she was going to die. She remembers it till this day. I thought it was going to be fun. She freaked out. She ran up the stairs and turned around and said, are you trying to kill me? Now, if they ever recorded that, you lost audio. I don't know why. Does everybody else have audio? If they were, I guess so. If anybody was recorded, they'd say, oh my gosh, she sprayed her daughter with silly string. Her daughter still talks about it to this day. But I don't get it. I don't get it because that's not abuse. And I just want to spend a week, 2 weeks with these people that are calling it abuse and just see how they relate to their significant other. I really want to hear that because I don't know what it is. What is it? Yeah, she know why she thought she was going to die, Wendy? Because, I had always told my kids, stay away from cleaners, stay away from it, right? So I thought Silly String was going to be so fun. And she thought I was spraying her with like a cleaner or something. And she thought she was going to die. Yeah, oh my gosh. And I'll never forget, she ran and I was laughing and I kept spraying her because I didn't know what. And then when she got to the top of the stairs, she turned around and she said, you want me to die? Oh, you accidentally clicked. Okay. But Darlie, what about her mama? Oh, not you don't mean Darlie's mama. You Darlie. They did Silly String at the grave. Is that what you're saying? But and then there was another time. Never. But anyway, everybody I know, everyone I know, and I don't know whether it's a New Jersey or New York thing that we have more humor than other people. I don't know. Northeast. I have no idea what it is. Is it something that because right. But Brandy, if you read some of these comments, like when the old plunger was on, it had changed. I know Ed, but the old plunger had all these people on every video. They were all Shanann supporters, and they would all say, "You people are crazy," blah 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 blah. Now the tide turned, and almost everybody that's commenting is a basher. And they're all going, that is abuse. She was an abusive mother. Oh, she was sick. She'd still be alive today if she didn't act like that. And all this stuff, one after the other. And then some lady comes on and she goes, what is this? She goes, my husband and I act just like that. There's nothing wrong with it. And then these people come on and go, you're an abusive woman then. You're horrible. Your husband's going to kill you. You know, that's what I'm saying. I want to see, I'd love to be a fly on the wall in the Watts home and see how Cindy treats Ronnie. I would love to see that. Okay? Because Cindy, they want you to, was screaming at the top of her lungs at Sandy that you're not going to come take care of these kids. What did I come out here for? We're supposed to believe she's all honey and sugar all the time, waiting on Ronnie hand and foot. What I don't get it. That's what I don't understand that at all. I really don't. And I really don't understand how anybody calls that abuse. I don't get it. Like if she makes a small joke about her husband, it's abuse. What it's, I don't know. I was talking to my best girlfriend from New Jersey. She moved to Arizona. She acts the exact same way. You know what she told me? Listen to this one. She said, oh, I don't know whether I'm going through perimenopause or what is going. We've been friends since we were in preschool, okay? She goes, I don't know what it is. She goes, but the other night, I brought some chicken out for her husband to put on the grill. And she says, 10 minutes later, she walked out there and she said, did you put the chicken on the grill yet? And he said, in a minute, I'm just going to sit down and just relax for a minute. I'll get to it in a minute. So she walked over she said, Carolyn, I walked over with that whole plate of chicken and I took it and I smashed it down on the concrete patio. And she goes, and I turned around and I walked in the house and I slammed the sliding glass door. And she says her husband said, I'm not cleaning that up. But these are these are the kind of people that I'm with. So I'm so sarcastic, I'd be shot. Yeah, that's like me. So I don't, it's a Jersey and New York thing. We have awesome senses of humor. It must be Mondama. I don't know what in the world they think. No chicken tonight. But we laugh like crazy because she's always, and then she'll even say, she'll be like, Carolyn, I'm a biatch. I'm this, I'm that. And she's like, my husband is amazing. But it's just, I don't know. There is a difference. Insecure women are threatened by, yeah, something. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If they think that's like that, and then somebody's going, oh, and stop, don't say the fiery Italian excuses, because that's not right. That's not right. Just jealous only people wish they had a relationship. You live less than an hour away? Why do you think we haven't heard from family, friends? I don't know. What, the chicken's not right? She thinks she's going through perimenopause or something. I don't know what she thinks she's going through. She's always had a temper like that, huh? Or she, no, and then when people, I found the other thing, when they're just like so monotone, like everything, then people said they have no passion. And there was someone I met once, and he said they got a divorce for that very reason. They got a divorce because everything was just so status quo. And then he left his wife for someone he said he was an attorney. And he said, when I met so-and-so, and the first time we had an argument, he said, and she was pounding her fist on the table, and I was, and we could get really, they weren't physically abusive, but it's the first time he ever argued with someone that, I don't know, I guess had any emotion, because his wife didn't. And he said that was the biggest thing for him, that they could have this, and then, make up and everything's fine, but that she had enough, he said it was like the passion that in their personality, and rather than dealing with someone that's just monotone all the time. And I don't know. CW's mother trashed. Yeah, but they have a totally different take on it. And we Jersey, New York gals fear very little. Yeah, I know, Mon the Bomb, and that's another thing. Like when I had that troll and stuff, there were so many people that said to me, look, if you need to take a break, if you need to just go into hiding for a little bit, I'm like, why am I going to go into hiding? Okay, no, I'm not going to go into hiding. I don't know, but I guess some people maybe just do that. I'm going to stand up to it. Oh, I have it on slow. I have it on slow, Cat Nat. It's on slow chats. If you need to slow it some more, just touch your screen or touch the blue arrow. No chance. Right. I don't know. Your friend says like my mom, which I was hysterical because like I said, I've known her since preschool, and that was so typically her. Yeah, she'll be funny. And that's like when my daughter was here and someone's like, oh my gosh, don't say where you live. And she just gave the borough, okay? And my daughter is like, and you guys, my daughter, like I said, she's the person in the building in Manhattan where if an active shooter comes in, she's in charge of her whole department, getting everybody where they belong. She's the fire warden. She went on rides with the police in Newark, New Jersey, which is no joke. She's trained with them. She's a cyclist. She runs marathons. She'll kick the crap out of somebody. She's not scared of anything. So, yeah, she was hysterical. She's like, oh my gosh, but I don't know, maybe, thanks, Toasted Cheese, but it's funny. She's not scared. I mean, the other night, when she walks home, the other night, she calls up, Jimmy answered the phone, and I hear him talking to her. And I said, tell her to call my cell. And he's like, she doesn't want to get off the phone. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So then I pick up the phone and she says, oh, I just wanted to stay on the phone. That's the most she'll do. She'll always have me on the phone if she's walking, right, through whatever. So I go, well, why? What happened? And she goes, oh, well, this guy, well, he said he was a fashion designer and he was carrying around some yarn. He was trying to get a taxi. And I said, what? So what did he ask you for? And she goes, he showed me he had $15 and he said that he left his wallet. He had just gotten out of a taxi. She saw this, okay? That he left his wallet or something in the taxi and he needed $20. And she said, well, I don't even carry $20. But then he said, well, could we go to an ATM? So now my daughter's like, no. And then she freaked out or something. And she got us on the phone. And then she said, I feel bad. And I said, what are you feeling bad about? So you thought he was going to rob you or something? I said, but first of all, you got away from him. She goes, yeah. She goes, but you know, I think in a way he was telling me the truth because he was showing her some cards that he was some. I said, but it doesn't matter because you don't go to an ATM with anybody. You wouldn't have done it anyway, right? She goes, no, I wouldn't have. So I said, so then why are you feeling bad that you didn't at first believe who he was? So she goes, oh no, I don't know. I guess she was feeling bad that, but I said, you wouldn't have gone to, I said, just tell him I don't go to an ATM with anybody. Go find a guy. But yeah, she felt bad, but she's very, what about the abuse? Yeah, Chris was cheating, right? They don't, yeah, but she drove him to that, Ida. She drove him to that. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah. The guy shouldn't be asking. Yeah, I know. That's I said you wouldn't go anyway. So you could believe him all you want. He could be Ralph Lauren, but you weren't. You're not going to do that. You're not going to go to an ATM with some guy. Okay, made a 1-minute call to Jim at 6:16, August 13th, and the. Oh, I have her phone records. Remember, we couldn't find. They had been out, and nobody could find the July phone records again. I found all the phone records from July. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of calls. And there is a call, yes, there is a call that morning, and it's originating from Frederick. As far as she says, yeah, but I haven't seen any proof from Anadarko that she was at work. But as far as, yeah, you want me to pull up the phone records? I'll show you the phone. I'll show you the phone records. Where do I have to get the phone records now? They are. Hold on, I have to get the phone records. Phone records. Hang on. I can't see you now since I'm looking at the phone records. I did label the folders. Nikki text. Nikki phone interview. Kessinger phone interview. Kessinger phone records. Here they are. Kessinger Verizon records. All right, hang on. I've got to get you guys back and share the screen. Hang on. There you are. Okay. Why is it? Okay. All right, I'm going to have to share the whole. Okay, let me just do the whole screen. Share. Okay, and I'll fix this for you now. Hang on. All right, hold on. Let me. Okay, so this starts on July 14th. Let's see if I can. Why does it seem? I don't know if I want to see. Let me get to the chat to see if you can see this. Hold on. Oh boy. Hang on. I have to pull the chat up on my phone. Oh, I see what hang on. I see what you mean. I looked at the Lumitech on the thumbnail. I have to pull the chat up on my phone. Hang on, let me shut the volume on my phone. Oh boy. Okay, just want to get the chat up so I can see that you can see. All right, so hi 69. Okay, so you want to see August 13th, right? Where? Hold on. Okay, so it's here. Where's the one I saw? Right here, right? August 13th, 6:16 a.m. Origination, Frederick, Colorado. And I think that 414 number, is that Jim? Okay, Cindy, I'm going to get on that chapter tomorrow. I know I've been slacking on the chapter. I'm going to try to get that done tomorrow. Hi, Joanne. Is this the call you're talking about? Can everybody see this? I wish I had my highlighter. It had, oh look, we could read it aloud. I can add notes. Where's my highlighter? Is that my highlighter? Let me see. Oh, there we go. That's the one you're talking about? I don't know how that plundered chat. Yeah, I don't know how they can. They just think they can get away with all of that. Whatever. Wisconsin. But I thought, is it Wisconsin? Oh, I got the wrong one. Hold on a minute. I highlighted the wrong one. It's the one. Now, how do I erase this one? I have an eraser up here. I'll leave them both highlighted. It's Wisconsin. So whose number is it then? Especially at cheesecake. Well, actually, Stephen Avery is what Chris says down the road. He's in, I guess, another facility right, not too far down. I thought he's supposed to live where is he in Minnesota? Who the heck is she calling? And well, we've got Chris's number. We have to look, but then let's see. That was another thing. Was there another? This is Chris's number, right? He ends 1702. That does it for you, Casbot. You're out of here. No cheesecake and you're gone. Jim lives in Wisconsin. Okay, well then, okay. Now she'll probably say, well, I called him because he was coming to my house. But then where does her phone normally ping in the morning? That's what we have to find out. It's not normally pinging from there because let's look for another early morning call. I think she normally pings from Thornton, Colorado, maybe, or is that? Yeah, she's definitely not pinging from Frederick normally because it would be here. Look, 7 a.m., Fort Lupton. So We should, Diane, a big cheesecake convention. We'll have to have an alternative for the lactose intolerant. Hi from Antarctica. So, not true, NK still has LinkedIn. Okay. Why did Jim just come over from Wisconsin quite the drive? She was very adamant to leave him alone. Ida, with the text we read last night, said she got a job out of state in September. So I don't know what state. Jim is a friend of Nicole Kessinger's, who she wants the law enforcement not to contact. I wonder who has Chris's numbers now. That must be some number to have. Maybe they just retired it. But is this, wait a minute. What's going on here? Isn't this, is this the same number? Yes. So if this is the same number on August 6th, incoming Milwaukee, Wisconsin, August 6th, that's when, that's 1 minute. So that would be like a voicemail, right? And this is when he was still in North Carolina, right? And then she's calling, oh, he's calling her. Look at that, 2 times when he's in North Carolina, once for 50 minutes on the 6th. That was the day before they were leaving. That's when he was at his parents' house. So he called her for 50 minutes. And then we've got another call too. She called Jim again, left a voicemail, I guess, 1 minute. And this time she pinged from Plateville. Isn't that where, that's where work is, isn't that? I think that's from work. And then she called this 303 number. And then she called him again. That's when he had to go pick up her stuff at the Toyota dealership, and that's when they had to go for the ultrasound. What are you on board for? You? Oh, report. What is everybody on board for? You see NK's guilt now. What the freak was she doing in Frederick? Yeah, that's kind of interesting. At 6:16 a.m. Now, he was gone at that time, right? Was she in the house? Was she doing something in the house? So that would blow the accomplice theory that she was in the truck for whoever was saying something, that she was leaving with him in the truck or sitting next to him. She couldn't have been sitting next to him if at 6:16. So it's more likely she was in the house or around the house, or I'm missing your chat. She lived in, what was her address? Anybody remember her town? I mean, I can look it up, but she gives it in all of those interviews. We should tell mommy. What's going on, Marco? I have no idea. And Kate could have met Chris at the oil tank site. She left in a red car right before Chris backed. But Ashley, if she left right before him, she wouldn't be able to ping from Frederick. North Glen, I think so. I think so. That sounds familiar. But where does North Glen ping from. It definitely doesn't, it has to ping from another location. Oh, she has a North Glen here, but that seems very odd. If that was her home, wouldn't you see a lot more pinging? And supposedly okay, they were together all of July, right? That's what he said, every single night in July. So what, let me see here. So look at this one. On July 16th, she had an incoming call from Chris at 5:01 a.m. So is this an hour he got up? What did he say? He left her house at 4 a.m.? And was that to her little wake-up call or something? So let's see if that jives, that they're not, look, here's two Fredericks. What are these? This one is incoming. What's that about? On July 18th. Why would could she be pinging that she's on her way there? And what's this one? This is Frederick to, to him, wait. July 14th for 44 minutes. No, that's Thornton. I just saw Frederick. Oh, up here. At 10:24. At 10:24 a.m. he left her a voicemail at 10:24 a.m. What date was the 14th? But I'm just trying to see how many. If they were together every night, then there shouldn't be calls after a certain time to either one of them, right? Was that the day she said she went to his house? Well, she said once on July 4th, which we don't have the 4th here, but then it was a Tuesday, Catwoman? Okay, so Tuesday. He should be at work on a Tuesday. And so that means her phone pinged in Frederick, Colorado, right? Am I understanding this right? And she was calling the Fayetteville, that's his number though, and it goes to Fayetteville, North Carolina, because that's what number it is. But oh no, the origination, hold on a minute. I'm getting so confused. Somebody help me out on this. I'm getting, my brain is getting a little bit fried now. Forget the 6:16 a.m. right now. I want to look at this July 14th at 10:24 a.m. She's calling him, correct? And leaving a voicemail because it doesn't say incoming. So that's an outgoing call. No, I'm not on the voicemail deposit. I'm on July 14th. Do you guys see July 14th? I'm not on the voicemail deposit. I'm on July 14th. I'm up at the top, the second one. Anyone? Yes, 10:24. July 14th was a Saturday. Who just told me it was a Tuesday? Somebody must probably looking at July 18th. Okay. Well, I want to know That's not an incoming call, that's an outgoing call. So that means her phone pinged in Frederick, right? So that now that it's a Saturday, before somebody, I think, misheard me and told me it was a Tuesday, it's too blurry. It's fine for me. I have a really big screen. You probably have to enlarge it. Can't you use your little two fingers and make it larger? She called him Linda B, right? So she called him. I wonder if she was calling that she is on her way to the house. Now that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense to me if it's a Saturday, that I'm here, I arrived, right? And then the next call she makes on July 14th is to him again from North Glen, and that's supposed to be where she lives, right? So maybe that's one of the days she got pissed about something, and so she came over for a little while, and then she went out. And then she's all over the place that day. Then she went to Thornton and called him from there for 44 minutes. This is the 14th is when they went to the car show? That's odd though, isn't it? Well, she calls, well, when did they go to the car show? At 3:30 and at 4, she's calling him for almost an hour. So at what time did they go to the car show? And then before that, she called him as well for 5 minutes. Something's whacked with that date. I don't think that was the date of the car show. The 21st is when she said she went back to his house? Okay, so North Glen, she didn't call him. Who's this 720 number? She's got two different 720 numbers. She talked to one for 45 minutes, the other one for 6. Then she called Jim. This is Jim's number, right? She calls Jim a lot, 28 minutes on the phone to Jim, and then she called him right back or something for 2 more minutes. And then she called Chris from this time Morrison, Colorado. And then the 7th, maybe there's one of these in Charlotte or something. And then she's got Chris here. Right, those are all Chris on the 23rd. And that's 1:54, 5:15 a.m., 5:30 a.m. on the 22nd. So then she called Jim again. Look at that. And she spent a lot of time in the morning with Jim. What date was the 23rd? The party with the girls is in August. What date was who knows the day of the 23rd? Who's got the calendar out? How come we couldn't see Chris's cell phone bills? The Burn Chris Watts fan club. It's a Monday, Catwoman? It's a Monday. Okay. Anybody know what time she gets into work? Too stressful, Mama J, for your ADD brain? August 23rd was a Thursday? I'm hearing Monday, I'm hearing Thursday. July 23rd was a Monday. Okay, we have 2 Mondays. Okay, so 2 Mondays. And then she's calling, okay, she called Jim again. So is she calling him on a drive into work or something? And then it looks like, yeah, she had to be working because from 7 to, and she gets off at around she got home at 3. Remember on the day of the when they went missing? So it definitely looks like she was working because there are no personal cell phone calls from her. And I bet all these calls to Jim because he's probably talking her down. And then this, whatever this is, and then she's calling Chris again. And this has got to be when he's home, right? Look at this. He's home at that time, isn't he? Incoming. But why would he be incoming from Thornton, Colorado? That's where, why would he be incoming from there? But this is, when are you coming up to my house? This is when he's supposed to be doing his FaceTime with his kids and all that stuff, right? Kelly, how could that happen when Chris left way before 6:16 or whatever time it was? That doesn't make sense. All right, so then July 24th is Tuesday. And then he looks like he's calling her on his way into work every day or something. And then she's calling a 303 number. And it seems at night she must be calling, are you coming? Are you coming over? I don't know. It's odd. Here's Jim again. Jim again. Jim again. Very odd. Jim again, 21 minutes. $15 minutes with Jim up here. So yeah, Jim's on the phone a lot. You swear August 23rd is a Thursday, not a Monday? He FaceTimed with NK at 2 in the morning, the night of the murders. NK said there were no sheets on the bed. Well, the phone call will be there, but that could be an alibi very easily. There's no way to know whether, here's the 2 calls, right? This is the night after, and then the night before. Where are we? August would be, wait, it would be the 12th into the 13th. I'm getting myself confused here. Here's the 111-minute call right here. 9:28. Oh my gosh, but that could definitely be, she has no other calls after that, and then the call to Jim in the morning. That could definitely be an alibi for her there or something. Or she came over after, I don't know. Very weird. Very strange. Anybody else want to see anything on this before I come back? Any other dates you want to check out? July 12th and the 13th, you're asking me, is it a Thursday or Friday? You want to look at them, July 12th and 13th? I don't think we start on the 14th. You're good, Sharon? Sharon's good with the phone bill. Anybody else? I don't have July 4th, yeah. Not in this, not that I've come across. I know she said she was going to send it to them. So she called from that, well, she called from Frederick. She pinged on at Frederick, right? Where's the, right here, the second one right over here. 6:16 a.m. Well, we don't have 7/4, Brandy, and July 14th. Frederick, yeah, she pings at Frederick on 10:24 a.m. on the 14th of July. Oh yeah, I'm sure they saw that, Dylan. Can I see August 12th, please? Okay, hang on. Okay, August 12th starts here. She's got 6, 8:46, 11:30, 5:24 p.m. That's August 12th is Sunday. That's the day he went to the birthday party, right? Okay. So, and then there's one down here, the 111 minutes. So she has 4 calls logged in there. When did her phone ping? 6:16 a.m., Janine. I know that. Anybody else want to see anything? You're asking me, do I see a cover up, Dylan? Tell me what you see. Near his house because she lives nearby. Who lives? Janine, you're losing me. I don't know. I must have missed something. Your birthday is August 12th? That's another reason it stands out for you? Did you know that Chris and Shanann got married on November 3rd? And this is just a weird thing. November 3rd is my father's birthday, but then also that Dwayne Kessinger was also born on November 3rd. It's weird. Numbers and things that keep coming up. And you want to hear something really crazy? That call was 111 minutes. And if you take it, there's the 11 and the 3 ones add up to 3, 11, 3. I see crazy things like that with numbers all the time. Anyway, I'm just looking in case anybody wants to do, because I know the minute I go back, somebody will say, oh, I want to see. Your birthday's November 3rd, Jeanette? Phone pinging the day of the murders is really bothering you. Yeah. Synchronicity, yes. Going once, going twice. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get out of this and find my, where's my hangout? Uh-oh, where'd my hangout go? I don't know where my hangout, here it is. Okay. Now somebody will say, I wanted to see July 3rd. And then I'll have July 3rd. Okay. All right, now I can the big screen. What was she doing there the morning when she never went to work that way before? Right, yeah. I don't know, Harrison. What are these? Now we have the bunch, oh, the Burn Chris Watts Club, okay. How would Chris have known Shanann's flight was delayed if he was on? Because I think she texted. She texted about the delayed flight. Yeah, I know, Laura. Looked up NK's apartment complex, and ironically, the logo. Oh, hold on, I've got to pull the chat down again. Ironically, the logo out front of the complex has an image of an oil tank next to or behind the complex name. I believe it's called Haven 1-2. Yeah, I've seen those apartments. I look them up too, and you can see what they're like. The sheets with the feces on them could be from Chris and Nikki. Ugh. Casbot says if NK lawyered up, they need more evidence. Hence, talking to Muppet. Who read it? Muppet Boy? Is that what that says? Who's the Muppet Boy? The Muppet, like the Muppets, like Sesame Street? Jim Henson? Muppet Boy? Am I missing something? Where's her boyfriend, Sean? The old one. I can't believe he hasn't said something. Oh, and somebody told me, you know, when those texts, the one guy she asked about, they asked her if she knew him. Somebody left me a comment that he came from the Chris Watts accused group. I don't know if anybody saw that scandal. There's a lot of people that the police believe committed a crime, but they just can't get the evidence to arrest them. Trudy, wow, that's crazy. What did Trudy say? I missed so much in the chat. I don't see Trudy. Am I blocked? I'm going to start doing that. Seriously. Oh, now I see Trudy. Mommy in confession. Case is she released after she passed? Sorry. No disrespect, but he said that was why he threw away the sheets. Mommy in confession. Case is she released? Oh yeah, yeah, right. But somebody said it was from NK and Chris. That's what I said. Yeah. Thank goodness for her best friend. I love your videos. What do you do and why are you doing videos? What? Lena, I have not a clue of what you're saying. Not a clue. I can't make out what you're saying at all. You've completely lost me. Can I do a video with that of a yes? Okay, whatever. No idea. Trolls are out tonight. I watched a show where they said at any one time a dozen serial killers are active. It would have NK's DNA from the bottle she was drinking. Page 38 of Discovery, who is Juanita? Joanne, what does it say? Give us some more context about that. Does Jim look like size 38 jeans? Jim's a big guy. Jim is on Google. Look at Katowski. I keep going back to NK saying that CW told her on the phone that the sheets smelled. At that point, Sandra, I think she was just trying to get every bit of people's eyes off of her. That I think was all. Casbot, who's the? I missed who the Muppet Boy is. Can you do a phone bill video of that phone bill? Can I put, I think it's probably easier if I upload the phone bill like I did. Did anybody check out the transcripts that I put on the True Crime Chat? Are you able to get to those files? If that works, then I can put the bill up there. I think it would be much easier probably for you to get the bill if I uploaded it to that. Whoops. CW is not, okay. You're welcome for wholesale. If NK is involved, how does it help Chris? He protects her. Oh, it's probably just, he's probably just falling on the sword for her, you know? At least she's on the outside, is what he said. He's such a good guy. Oh, I don't know. You seen the photo of Jim referring to her as the next Amber Front? Okay, what? Who said that? No, haven't seen that, Sunshine Daydream. Where'd you say that? That sounds like it's fake. The psychic said CW. Someone stood behind a curtain while they did it. Maybe Jim's NK's boyfriend. Mommy, could you please Google Jim? Could I please Google him? I've seen, you can see it, just check Jim Gutowski. You don't see much. You see an old Facebook page, and there's a picture of him riding a motorcycle with another guy, and then there's a picture of him I've seen at a bar with another guy or something. Did anyone get freaked out with the commercial that came on when they were watching? Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't upload it yet. I was going to say, what did you think of what Nate said about the, I didn't upload it yet. CW also said he'd like to see NK again. Imagine that. Just for some closure, Tessa, yeah. No, he'd like to call her for a little closure. Maybe NK and Chris had a plan to get married. You're right, T. Harrison. When he finds out she has moved on, he will say, wait, guess what? I don't know. It depends if the site is legit or not. If the site is not legit, then it's fake. And I guarantee you that's fake from just by what you told me. I would like to have some CW closure, Joy. Spending the rest of my life in prison, meaning, why not? I don't know, maybe she could help him more on the outside. Who knows? Maybe if she's on the outside, who knows? Maybe in his mind he thinks maybe he knew Stephen Avery got married. Who knows? Maybe he's holding out for something like that. I have no idea. The only thing in the commercial that didn't occur was the explosion. Benke was involved. There's no way the plan would be so haphazard. This wasn't as planned as people like to believe. He buried her where she'd be found. But that might just be they didn't have time to carry out their plan because of Nicole, and maybe that's why NK was so freaking mad when Nikki called the police, and why she thought that Shanann's plane wasn't really delayed and that Nikki was just hanging out with her. How are we so sure they didn't use an app or a burner or something like that? We don't know that. They probably did have burner phones. Was NK hired by She wasn't hired by them. She was contracted from another company to them. Did it ever come out whose phone was downstairs by the bed? Somebody said they thought it was his work phone, but I haven't seen any confirmation on that. Did I ever find out if Dieter was still with friends? Dieter went with Frankie. Emil, thank you so much. Thank you. That's very generous. Thank you so much. Nico was outside of Shanann. Nico was outside of Shanann. Yeah, right. It was a coffin birth. Yes. And when he saw that baby on Nate's screen, then he said he went, oh, and then she's pregnant. Like that made him think of the baby, but he wasn't even like, not that he thought of the baby and felt bad. Oh my goodness, yeah, girl, Cherry, really? It's you and I, which is, they're so little, and she was pregnant. I don't know, that's the best I can do for you now. He was a dad. NK needs to be investigated further by someone, yeah. The truth will always reveal itself. Sooner or later, right? Sometimes. I didn't get my cheesecake ghost today. But what did I have? What did I get? Oh, I got a rainbow cookie. So those are pretty good. I had a rainbow cookie. This is scary. I know, Bethany. How can someone do that? Lucifer and Jezebel. You had 2 slices of cheesecake, so you had one for me too, Kelly? Why did? Well, we don't know exactly. I mean, how we wouldn't know if they're doing what they're doing. So, old school warrior. They planned. They would have gotten her out of the car. Just NK. She's the reason I cannot get over this. The call's pretty weird. I'll admit the call's pretty weird. Do you have any interviews with Nikki's best friend or info of her interview? I know there's. I've read a transcript of one of the interviews and one of the things, but I'm sure there is a recording. I just have to find it again. You have no idea how many files, but I'm going through a lot of the interviews. They didn't have to get rid of everything because of Nicole. They didn't have time to get rid of. Oh, right, yeah, yeah. NK's voice was difficult to listen to. I don't know how the detective did it. About the dog, Chris spending the whole month of July. Where is the dog? Yeah, and he never mentions the dog. With all the stuff he does, even for how he got the kids ready, he never mentions feeding the dog, letting the dog out. But now I see he just like throws the dog out on the deck, and I guess it's fenced in, so that's how he goes to the bathroom. And then you just pull him back in and throw him in the crate that's by the door. Planned on getting rid of the car. Yeah, I'm sure he planned on. He might have even been going home early that day. Maybe they both planned on going home early because she said she got home at 3 o'clock. I don't know if that was her normal time because if you look at the phone records, it looks like she usually worked later than that. And Kay didn't even care. He's home worried about himself. Poor Dieter. Look how he treated the girls. You mentioned her dog, NK's dog, yeah. I'm surprised she didn't want the dog, right? And she's like, oh, I'll just take the dog. Maybe she was going to take the dog. Maybe she wanted that dog. You're not blocked, Cassandra. I can see you. Why does everybody think they're blocked? It's on slow chat. Oh, I should mention that. I don't think it's on slow chat. So you're not going to be able to chat until 45 seconds pass since your last comment. I wonder who said like more in their interviews. Yeah, I don't know. That's very weird. One comment, only one comment every 45 seconds. Thought I heard Chris didn't like the dog. Oh, what's her name? Lauren said that the dog wouldn't even go anywhere near Chris that the 13th when she went over there. The dog was acting very strange by Chris. I can't even go on a plane because I'm scared it will crash. My dog will be an orphan. I was shocked that he didn't kill the dog to act like she took it. But I wonder, if she wanted the dog, maybe she wanted the dog and maybe they were going to do that after work. Maybe she was going to pick the dog up and then say that she took the dog. Does anyone else see a difference? Does anyone else see a difference in what? Does that say film? What does that say? You have to make me get my glasses again. What does that say? Film? What do you mean film? If the dog could speak, it would be gone too. Okay, probably complained about the dog. No, she probably wanted the dog. Why is everyone's opinion or mind manipulated? What? Violence, kids, and be so complimentary, not even out of breath afterwards. Oh, just the kind of person he was. He had no empathy. He's a psychopath. Why do you think she would want the dog? You know why I think she would want the dog, Leanne? I think she would want the dog, truthfully, because the dog was a purebred dachshund. She put a great value on everything Shanann had. She was overly impressed with everything in that house. And I think to her, having that dog would be like a little small trophy. I was shocked at how NK took the news. Right, she's... Yeah, they look like that was so crazy, that terminology, fancy. Sounded like something Laura Ingalls would say on the Little House on the Prairie. I could see that as part of her behavior. Yeah. I think she was planning to she was probably planning to get the dog after work. Right? Bright and sunny in Ireland? Getting ready to go out to school? Serial killers take trophies. Yeah, speaking of that, yeah, the Golden State Killer took little trophies. Thank you, Stacy. Do you know about the Jeff McDonald? Yes, the what's the other name now? I was watching a documentary. It's strikingly similar. He killed his wife and his kids, and then he shot himself right in the leg or something, but he didn't die. He tried to make it look like somebody came in. There was a TV movie about it when I was younger. What the heck was that? Oh, I'm trying to think. With the Blind Fury, is that what was the movie called? And then I saw a documentary on it recently too. I think he was a Green Beret, Fatal Vision. You know, see, I had the vision in there. I had Blind Fury, but it. Oh my gosh. I had the vision going just the wrong way. Dogs are awesome. Yeah, somebody said that. Oh, who was it? I compared something about Chris to someone. Not too sure. The dog. Yeah, well, I don't know where that was. Where was that Jeffrey McDonald case? It's probably near a military base, right? Do you really expect to start a new life? And no one would ask about his wife and children. I wonder how long they would have waited to tell their coworkers. Fort Bragg, South Carolina, North Carolina. It's on a military base. Waterford is beautiful. Yeah, Trudy, right? Unbelievable. And Stacy too. Yeah. Jamie to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I thought just, what are you guys talking? Said the dog really likes Jim. Right, she had one dog. Someone saying she had more than one dog. You know how, I guess Chris knew. He never even asked. He asked about the sprinklers. He never even asked about Dieter, but I guess he knew. I don't know. I thought he said her dog likes me. And I thought when she said Jim, she said my dog likes him. I didn't think she had two. He blamed hippies. What? Oh, hippies robbed him. I think he was a doctor. Okay. Yeah, he was a doctor, right? I think he said that too. Maybe. All those, yeah, the ceiling fan and that, yeah, what? Yeah, that's a lot of fans, right? A lot of fans. I'm at work watching this. So if my boss murdered me, my boss did it. Okay, Rainey. No dogs like Chris. Let's be real. She had one dog. I liked Chris. But did you hear in the one thing? And they said, did you guys have large sums of cash in the house? And he was like, huh, I don't know if we did. I didn't know about it. And he said it twice. Like, so stupid. Well, Noreen, the only time we heard about her asking about battery was in this last confession. Was it during the Manson murders, Julie? I thought it was after. Was it? The baby clip on the neighbors was a clip from American Horror Story. Yep. I will say the beaches are beautiful. Biggest red flag was her phone pinging at 6:15 a.m. Would have placed Watts there at the same time. But Carol Lucy, he left, so could it have been that she stayed behind for some reason? Or sheets in basement, DNA on them. I think so many. Could be this. Oh, the one I have. Oh, that's really weird. The clip I'm going to put up with the police cam, you'll have to watch. The next one that's going to be loaded, it starts with two of the officers upstairs, and they're loading bedding into. They're grabbing all the bedding, right? And think again about how he has the sound off the camera. Okay, this is how it starts, and he's talking to the cop in Cece's bedroom. And then after he says what he has to say, he turns the camera, the voice on, and he says, "I just wanted you to know that." And he said, "So that's, I just want you to know why we're doing that." And then the cop is putting a pillow in there, and he said, "That's what we're doing," or something. This was the 15th. I think this was after Chris confessed, because it says it was an execution of the search warrant. So, and I forget the exact words that he said, but they had some conversation about what they're doing. Like, I think he was saying, take anything that's fabric that can come, because we're testing every, I don't know what he was saying to them, but he definitely said something that he didn't want everyone to hear. Your girl Cherry, what video? The one I'm talking, if you're talking about the one I'm talking, I haven't uploaded it yet. I have it going with, along with the defense team being found at the house and the message from Nate about Ronnie Watts. That's why maybe SW hid money from him. Sunrise time in Frederick on the 13th. No, but it's not when he said Jay Bellis, it's his GPS tells us what time he pulled away. His GPS tells us. There's a girl, what happened? Holding a candle. Who has a floppy hat? What's going on with that? Right after 1970, just like Manson, he wrote Pig. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that TV movie. I think it was on NBC. I remember that. I remember in the TV movie there were like there were like three stairs where the bedrooms were, and I think he was on a chair or something. The front door was over here. I can remember that clear as day. Our cops don't even carry guns, let alone cameras. Really? Your cops don't carry guns? Wow. What do they have? Do they have like one of those clubs? How do they defend themselves? My son is so funny. He's 10. He's like, I'm starting a YouTube channel. I'm like, you're starting a YouTube channel? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So we went for a walk around the lake, and he brought a GoPro with him, and then he made me edit. this video, and he's like every 2 minutes. All right, guys, if you know what that is, leave the comment down below, smash the likes, and subscribe. And he's just saying this stuff. So now he's just inserting it every. I'm like, where are you from? It's hysterical. And JC, Angie, I believe she was scared to know that. Okay. Good night. I'm going to be going to. I'm going to get to bed early tonight. Only batons in the UK, really? And wow, that's quite the that's I guess that's scary. I mean, I guess we're not used to it. Apple tree, Carolyn. Apple tree, Carolyn. That code for something, Sharon? What's the apple tree? I feel like I'm. The apple tree? Some have tasers, most don't. Ah, that would be a little scary to be a police officer. Do they have guns somewhere? I mean, are there? Same in Iceland? The cops don't have guns? Oh, oh, the apple. No, he knows all the, he puts all that lingo in there. He's hysterical. I got you, Sharon. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Please. Our police use pepper spray. Wow. No guns. Oh, no crime. Do I know about? No, I don't know anything. I think we're not going to hear until it's going to be like a Frazee thing. It's going to take a long time until we get a court date, and a Frazee's coming up. But armed response units carry guns. Oh, that's what I was telling you guys. So someone sent me, that's the last thing I'll tell you tonight before I sign up. Someone sent me that she put the Watts' address in, and she got it in realtor.com. No guns in Ireland either? And so I went and checked it out, but I don't know if it's, almost any house will come up in realtor.com, and they'll come up in Zillow, but they'll say not on the market or not for sale. Just because it comes up in there, it doesn't mean it's for sale. But I forget who sent me the email. Catherine. She thought she was blocked too. And Catherine, if you're here, you're not blocked. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's not for sale that I can see. Does anybody know anything about their house being for sale? And if it is for sale, then maybe they're going out to Wisconsin so they can visit Chris. Maybe Ronnie's going to get a job at the Dodge Correctional. I don't know. Did anybody hear about it being for sale? Oh, thanks, Black Rose. Why do I think he parked the Lexus? Well, I have a whole, I had a lot to say about, I figured that what I thought about that in another video, right? That he didn't want the garage door going up if they were going out with it and coming back at different times for Shanann to get an alert or anything, and it would allow him to drop her off. She could walk in through the basement. There's a lot of different things. I thought about that. Good night, Kathy. So that's your homework. Let's find out if the Watts' house is up for sale. I don't think it is. I think it's just you probably saw something on Realtor, but your dream is to live where, Dylan? In the Watts house? Ronnie wouldn't pass the drug test for the job. Is there any chance to slow it? Slowed down, Tiny 47. It is already slow. You can just click on your screen, but we're gonna sign off. All right, everybody have a good night. We're going to bed early tonight. Yay! I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thank you to our mods. Thank you for keeping the trolls at bay. Thank you. Thank you to everyone for coming, conversing. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, visit Casbot chat. If you don't know, Casbot has a channel. You should put up your channel. It's Casbot, right? It's just Casbot. Casbot. Just put it in. All right. Take care, everybody.